Well, Black and White Network, Kamala Harris is cooked. She's cooked, folks. Now, for the longest time now, really since she's actually been in the race when the Democrats staged a coup to remove Joe Biden, for the most part, she has been leading in the national polls. However, her lead was never great. She is way behind Hillary and way behind Beijing Biden. And folks, for the past couple of weeks or so, she has been crumbling. She tried to hide in the basement. It didn't work. And now, guys, now that she's actually running her mouth, talking, giving town halls and stuff like that, she's falling apart by the day. And it's so bad now that even the polls cannot hide the truth. She's in real trouble, guys. I'm feeling extremely confident. We got some updated polling here from Real Clear Politics. And folks, it's pretty much over for Kamala Harris. It is pretty much over with. Now, you must go out there. You must execute. You must still vote. I've already done my part. I went out there, cast my vote. But you must, absolutely must, go out there and vote. Bring your friends. We must make this thing too big to rig. And the early data, man, is pointing to a Trump victory because Republicans are actually getting out there and they are voting early. Do not wait until Election Day. If your state has early voting, go. Go now if you can. Turn off this video. Actually finish the video, then go and vote. Okay? But boy, I saw this, man, and this new national polling. Now, national polls don't win the election. Remember, we have an electoral college. But for a Democrat to not be up by, I would say, bare minimum, 3 points, I would say more, 4 points. 4 points, a Democrat can probably feel comfortable that they're probably going to win. But last time we checked, guys, Kamala Harris is up by what? It was 0.8. Then it was 0.6. And folks, now the wheels have fallen off. And check this out. Look at this, guys. Kamala Harris only up by 0.2, which means she's losing the popular vote. She's losing the popular vote. It says that she's up 48.7 to 48.5. Folks, we know that Trump right now is winning the popular vote. Because if we actually go into this, guys, the new polling shows Trump is up. Rasmussen has Trump up by 3. Forbes, Harris-Etz, Trump up by 2. CNBC, who is not a right-wing pollster, has Trump up by 2. The Wall Street Journal has Trump up by 3. At this point, guys, in 2016, Hillary is up by 5.5, and she still lost the election. Beijing Biden was up by 8.1, barely squeaked by. Folks, we have a chance here to make history and send a real message that we reject the Democrats immensely. Folks, this could really be a landslide, guys. I mean, essentially, guys, if they're showing that Kamala Harris is only up by 0.2, something's telling me, man, that some of these other states, there's going to be surprise states that could actually flip in Trump's favor. I got a few in mind, like Virginia. I believe the polls for Virginia are saying that Kamala is up by like what? 4, 5, 6 points. I think that Trump can flip Virginia. Maybe even Tampon Tim's, Minnesota. Remember, Hillary barely squeaked by in Minnesota. It's possible he could flip that. Another state, New Mexico. New Mexico hasn't voted Republican, I believe, since 2004. Kamala's not up by a lot. And these polls are definitely skewed to the left. So I'm just thinking about this because the polls are signifying now Trump is in control. In control. The Battlegrounds guys talked about this. I don't believe there's really been any updates on this. But in all the Battlegrounds, Trump is up by 0.9. Now, Wisconsin right here, Trump is up by 0.2. And he's been leading in all the recent polls here. Georgia definitely seems to be out of play now for the Democrats. That's going to be a flip. Arizona seems to be another flip for Trump. 0.5. People are waking up, folks. They're waking up. And by the way, Kamala Harris had a town hall with CNN. She was awful. Absolutely terrible. I mean, word salads, didn't answer questions. This is bad, guys. Listen into this right here.
Is there something you can point to in your life, political life or in your life in the last 4 years, that you think is a mistake that you have learned from?
I mean, I've made many mistakes, and they range from, if you've ever parented a child, you make lots of mistakes too. In my role as vice president, I mean, I've probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question.
Is there some?
What was that? She didn't even answer the question. What was that? We got another clip here too, guys. Kamala Harris is caught totally off guard and freezes up when she's told that she supports Trump's border wall despite previously calling it racist. Yeah. All of a sudden now, Kamala wants a border wall. Watch this.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I'm not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything. I just talked about that wall, right? We just talked about it. He didn't actually do much of anything.
But you do want to build some wall.
I want to strengthen our border.
Wow. This lady's horrible, man. She is so bad that even a communist like Van Jones said he's sick of the word salads, folks. This is coming from a communist here. Van Jones. He's not some pro-Trump guy. Actually backstabbed Trump when it came to criminal reform. Listen in to Van Jones here, guys.
You'll get your turn, brother. But there were flashes of the Kamala that I know, who is really a true public servant. She really does work for real people. And in the back of her mind, she is trying to figure out, how do I solve the problem? She sometimes skips, even in person, she'll sometimes skip the human part and get to the problem-solving part. But there were flashes of it. And I think the question, if you're at home trying to figure this out, you can ask, well, could she have done this? Could she have done this better? Your job isn't to do town halls. Your job is to fight for people. Does she seem like somebody who is going to take seriously the problems of ordinary people and try to get an answer? And I think she passed that test. I think that the word salad stuff gets on my nerves. I think that some of the evasions are not necessary. But when she's talking about trying to get you a house, I believe her. Mm-hmm. When she starts, like, I'm trying to get you to help for your mama who's sick, I believe her. Yeah. When she's talking about, I'm going to do what I can to bring prices down, I may not agree with those tools, but I believe she's going to try to apply them. And so I believe.
Yeah. So you heard that right there from the communist Van Jones. Yeah, this woman's in big trouble, guys. Big trouble. And I am rooting for the demise of Kamala Harris when it comes to this election. I want to see a big time modern day landslide. We must execute, guys. We must execute. I mean, Kamala Harris is falling apart by the day. And I'm anticipating, guys, that in real clear politics polling, probably by Monday, they'll show Trump with the lead in the popular vote. I mean, folks, if Trump wins and the polls are off, Trump wins the popular vote by 4, because on average, man, the polls have been off by like 4 points. And based on this new polling right here, Trump would actually be up by like 4 points. Folks, this could be a bloodbath here, a complete bloodbath. And we'll send Kamala Harris packing. Her political career would definitely be over with. I don't think that the Democrats would run her in 2028. Maybe she'll actually want to run. But honestly, guys, she's so bad, she won't win a primary. Considering, guys, you know that she was Joe Biden's number 2. But remember, Joe Biden picked her strictly for DEI purposes. And then the only reason why she became the Democratic nominee is through a coup. She couldn't win a primary. This woman's political career ends in less than 2 weeks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.